Kaushik Patel, a once ordinary Chicago man, descended into a horrific act that shattered the lives of his family and sent shockwaves through the community. In 2007, he brutally burned his two young sons, Vishv and Om, alive. The innocent boys, engulfed in flames, suffered unimaginable agony before succumbing to their injuries months later. Patel's twisted explanation was that he had been attempting suicide when the boys entered the bathroom. However, prosecutors painted a far more sinister picture, arguing that he had intentionally targeted his own children in a callous and premeditated act of violence. The chilling details of the crime emerged as the case unfolded. Patel had doused the boys with gasoline while they sat defenseless in the bathtub, then ignited the flammable liquid, transforming their peaceful bath into a scene of unimaginable horror. The young victims, their tender bodies ravaged by flames, endured a slow and agonizing death. Nishabin Patel, the boys' heartbroken mother, shared the harrowing accounts of her son's final moments. Vishv, miraculously regaining consciousness for a brief period, described the horrific ordeal to his mother. With a clarity that belied his young age, he recounted how their father had set them ablaze, leaving them to suffer a fiery torment. The weight of this tragedy was compounded by the revelation that Vishv had recognized the danger posed by the liquid his father was pouring on them. He knew it wasn't water, as Patel had claimed, but a substance that would inflict excruciating pain and ultimately claim their lives. In a chilling twist, Patel's plea deal spared him the ultimate punishment. By admitting guilt, he avoided the death penalty and instead faced a life sentence behind bars. His decision, while seemingly sparing himself from the harshest judgment, condemned him to a lifetime of remorse and isolation. A fate perhaps more severe than an earthly justice could impose. 5 weeks before succumbing to his injuries, Vishv recounted the events of a seemingly ordinary November afternoon in 2007. A trip to buy toy cars with their father, Kaushik Patel, took a nightmarish turn. Gas fumes replaced the scent of plastic, a precursor to the unimaginable horror that awaited them at home. Herded into the green bathtub, Vishv described a cold, metallic liquid drenching his small frame. It wasn't water, as his father claimed, but a searing inferno that ripped through his innocent eyes and skin. The lighter flickered, a spark igniting a scene of unimaginable terror. Vishva's voice, weak and halting, spoke of a deafening roar, a sudden burst of pain that consumed him and his brother. The playful laughter of two young boys was replaced by the agonizing screams of innocents trapped in a fiery tomb. 2 Glendale Heights police officers, their faces etched with grim determination, documented Vishva's harrowing account. Each labored breath he took punctuated the horrific details, a stark contrast to the playful energy that should have radiated from a child his age. Denied the opportunity to record the confession due to hospital protocol, they documented the scene with meticulous notes, a testament to the young boy's bravery in the face of unimaginable suffering. Om succumbed to his injuries on January 17, 2008, followed by Vishv just a month later. Their father, Kaushik Patel, initially spun a web of deceit. He claimed a botched suicide attempt, the boys mere unfortunate bystanders in his self-inflicted tragedy. Yet the truth, as fragile as Vishwa's fading voice, began to unravel. A later jailhouse interview revealed a memory far more sinister, a convenient lapse of memory regarding the lighter, the spark that ignited the inferno that claimed his sons' lives. DuPage County State's Attorney Joseph Burkett, resolute in the face of such barbarity, refused a plea bargain that would have condemned Patel to life imprisonment. This was not a crime to be bartered. It demanded a punishment that reflected the depths of his depravity. The fight for justice had only just begun. In the aftermath of the tragedy, Patel offered a chilling account of the events that led to the boys' horrific injuries. He insisted that his actions were not a premeditated act of violence against his children, but rather a desperate attempt to end his own life. Overwhelmed by family tensions and feeling trapped in a suffocating domestic situation, Patel claimed to have succumbed to despair. The father, consumed by grief and regret, revealed that his thoughts were constantly occupied by the memory of his beloved sons, lost in a tragic accident. Patel vehemently denied any intention to harm his children, insisting that the tragic accident was a result of a desperate attempt to end his own life. If I had wanted to hurt them, he questioned, wouldn't I have ensured they were completely engulfed in flames? With a heart heavy with despair, Patel rushed his critically injured sons to his brother's home. As he gently placed Vishv into the car, the young boy, his voice filled with fear and pain, asked, "Daddy, my skin hurts. Will I be okay?" The father and his two sons were rushed to the Loyola University Medical Center's burn unit, where they fought for their lives. While the boys lay unconscious, the father's wife visited him, her eyes filled with sorrow. She would gently break the news of their condition, her voice heavy with grief. "What you've done is unforgivable. How could you?" On a frigid January day, little Om, a beacon of innocence and joy, succumbed to his injuries, leaving a void in the hearts of his loved ones. A month later, his brother Vishv, a brave soul who fought valiantly, also succumbed to the cruel fate that had befallen them. Patel's nights were plagued by haunting dreams, a constant reminder of the tragedy he had inflicted. In these visions, his beloved sons would appear, their innocent faces etched with sorrow, pleading, "Daddy, please let us come with you." As we close this story, our heartfelt condolences go out to the victims' families for all our stories. As always, we thank you for your support, and don't forget to subscribe for more bone-chilling, wicked, and twisted true crime stories that haunt the mind.